What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Nick.
My name's Nathan.
And this is Full Throttle Cars. Today, we're going to go over our first impressions of this 2007 Honda Odyssey that Nathan's family just picked up. So with that said, we'll jump right into the video.
Alright guys, so an interesting thing that I want to mention while we're sitting here on the exterior of the vehicle is that this 07 Honda actually has parking sensors. So if you look right here, you can probably see there is one right here and there is also one over here. So if you are parking, these can be very helpful. They can tell you if you are about to run into something.
Alright guys, so a very interesting thing I want to tell you, if you haven't noticed before, take a look at Honda Odyssey minivans from this era, the around 2005 to 2010 generation. They will almost all have aftermarket tires and wheels on them. The original sets that came on here were Michelin run flat tires, I believe the Michelin PAX tires that cost $1,000 for a set, and you can only get them from the Honda dealer. So because these wheels are so rare and expensive, a lot of people have opted to get aftermarket tires instead. However, the problem arose, the original size and specs of the wheels for these minivans were so specific to that special tire that many people had to replace the wheels altogether in order to get these more run-of-the-mill cheap normal tires instead of the $1,000 sets that they originally came with. Alright guys, so one thing I want to show you here is the infotainment screen. So right here you've got your different preset radio stations here, as well as your FM, AM, XM. Then you also have a CD changer, which is right down here. You can see you can change the disc with that option up there, as well as the DVD/CD, which is an option for, if we go back here, take a look at the DVD screen up there on the top in the ceiling. We'll go more in depth on that when we jump into the back seat. But jumping back up here, we can go to menu, which you have your different navigation settings like your addresses, places. You can set your home address in here, so you can just click one button to take you back home. Then we can go over here to info. You got your voice command help, because you can look on the steering wheel over here. You do have a voice command option, which allows you to change things. Like if we go into here, you can see different things that you can ask for, like destinations. Go down through here, radio, DVD, climate, a bunch of voice command prompts in there that you can look through. But that's going to do it for the infotainment screen.
Okay guys, so one more main thing that I do want to mention before we hop into the back of this vehicle is that this actually has some safety features, especially for if you are going to be having children in this car. So if you're a parent, which let's face it, this is really what these minivans are geared towards. They're geared for families. And right here, one demonstration I'll make is that the rear doors can be opened from the front by the driver here. So if I click this button right behind me, that door begins to open. And it's pretty chilly outside, so I am going to close it immediately, and I can demonstrate for you guys. I'm going to click that, and the door closes again all the way, and it latches. And right there, if you can see the little red dot that just came on right next to the vehicle right there, you can see the door on the right just opened, and that little red dot came on. That's showing the specific doors that are open. And I'll do it one more time. I'll open this here, and it should show, yep, there's a red dot right there, and then it also comes up with a little icon right below the speedometer saying door open. Alright guys, so there are a couple things that I do want to mention about the back here, about this interior, starting with this little trap door, this little concealed door right here at the bottom. So there actually is a container down here, and now there are two parts to this door. The first part is this right here, and this actually does have a locking mechanism on it, which I'm not entirely sure how you're supposed to use this one, but I'll try to figure that out for you guys eventually whenever we do the full review. But there's that door, but then more importantly, there is this locking side of the door here. So you can see that I can lift this whole thing up, and there's actually a substantial amount of room in there. And if you actually push these front seats forward, you could see that there's a lot more. But probably the most impressive part about this is the actual locking part. If I put the actual car key in here, slide it to the right, you guys can see I cannot get in here. So say somebody did get into the car, they broke it open, they saw that there was something on the seat that they wanted, they would still once again have trouble getting into this compartment. And I'll unlock that here and open it. Alright guys, so one more thing that I do want to mention right here on the back is that this does have climate control for the person sitting just behind the driver's side. So say you do have a couple kids, this is where you'd put your most trustworthy kid, somebody who's gonna control the climate back here. They can control the fan, the mode, hot and cold, and they can put it on auto so that way it matches with the front of the vehicle. Okay guys, so there are two more things that I do want to mention back here, and now Nick mentioned it earlier whenever we were talking about the front. We can actually talk about this DVD CD player back here for entertaining whoever is sitting in the back. So you guys can actually see the screen here. If I just click this open button, this thing will pop on down. You guys can watch movies, really it's just for watching movies and maybe TV shows that you can put on a DVD in the back here. And then also there is a remote, so if you just click the release button, there's still a little pin that holds it into place, but you can actually pull this thing out and you have a bunch of different controls that actually include, it appears, some of the things up front. So if you want to be able to control the AM, FM, XM radio, it does show that right here on the remote next to my left thumb here. But then also, if say your DVD has a little bit of an interactive feature, there are some arrows here, and then you can also pause play and do all the like that you would with any other CD system. Alright guys, so one last thing that I do want to mention here is that we do have a couple cup holders. There's one in the door here on either side, and then pretty cool, I think anyway, is this mechanical flip down cup holder here.
Alright guys, so here's a little acceleration clip in the Honda Odyssey. This thing is actually pretty quick, and it doesn't sound too bad. I'm not sure, but I believe this is a V6 Honda engine as well. So yeah, we'll actually jump up under the hood and show you guys that.
Alright guys, so being on a paved road here, I just want to mention that this does feel actually pretty comfortable with the one exception of noise. So sitting here in the driver's seat, I do feel like I have plenty of leg room. So any size person would be able to probably drive this vehicle. And then I just feel very smooth, like you could drive on a highway for a long time and not really have to get out for too many breaks. Alright guys, so one complaint that I do want to make about this vehicle is that it is quite noisy. Whenever driving down a dirt road or a road with any sort of bumps, I really noticed that on the way over here whenever I was driving down this road, and it really not only made it hard to speak, but it also made it hard to hear myself think. And in a vehicle that you're probably going to be hauling a number of people in, that could be a little bit dangerous if you were, you know, driving down the road, trying to concentrate, and then say you just got overwhelmed and crashed.
Alright guys, so as promised, here is under the hood of the 2007 Honda Odyssey. It actually has a 3.5 liter VTEC V6 engine, putting out about 244 horsepower. It can also tow up to 3,500 pounds if you needed to tow something with it. But this is actually a pretty cool engine to put in here. Pretty powerful for a minivan. It's actually a very similar engine to what is in the V6 Accords, and it's got very similar power to those cars as well. Alright guys, so that is going to do it for this video today. If you enjoyed, be sure to go down, drop a like and subscribe, share the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye guys.